Hello everyone. Hello. Welcome to the Thursday video. I hope you're doing well. I hope the week's been treating you fairly. For today, I'm just gonna improvise. We're just gonna make naming this video probably a bit complicated, but yeah, it's gonna be fine. I'll try to make this a bit of a softer experience because recently I've been doing a lot of more aggressive videos, so this time we'll go a little softer, okay? Is that fine with you? Okay. So I put on the fluffy microphone cover because the foam one, I don't know what's going on with the foam one, but it's been making these unpleasant rubbery noises. I don't know what's up with that. So today you'll have to endure being lightly scratched as if you have a very fluffy haircut. I wanted to ride my bike today so much. It was like I think it was almost 20 degrees Celsius today. It was very sunny, beautiful weather, but I am still recovering, from being sick, so I don't want to push my luck too far. In case I make it worse. I don't want to make it worse. Just wanted to go away completely. I feel mostly fine, and I think I sound mostly fine. Might be a little nasally now, but because I sneezed recently. But in general, I feel pretty okay. So yeah, they have this like returning scratchy throat, and that's why I decided to still give it some time, even though the itch, oh my gosh, the itch is insane. I just want to ride. Also, I made a very stupid mistake, which I just realized when I got back from work and decided to go and see how my bike is handling, the winterization. It's doing fine. Like the chain looks like new, everything is fine. Looks fine. Fine. Just fine. However, I left the keys in. Luckily, I didn't turn ignition because I would freaking mess up the battery again. Luckily, it's fine. Well, I say it's fine, but there's some issues that I'll have to diagnose, and I'm not looking forward to it because this is gonna probably mean I'll have to spend more money, and I don't want to because as much as I like this bike, I want to sell it. Because I want something that's less aggressive. fitting for my personality. I like it. It's an exciting bike. But after riding it for these couple of months, I realized that I'm not all that much into exciting. I'm not all that much into exciting. I prefer safe than exciting. And I prefer to just, chill out and have fun, enjoy the views, instead of pulling on the throttle and feeling yourself being ripped off the bike by the wind. Yeah. I mean, you can ride it slow. Obviously, you can ride it slow, but it doesn't like that. And I don't want to ride a bike in a way that it doesn't like to be ridden, I want a bike that'll do what I want it to do without complaining. I brought out Mimikaki sticks. The last Mimikaki stick I pulled out broke, so I had to throw it away. But thankfully, thanks to you guys, I was able to buy a set. Oh my goodness, you bought it for me. And even if one breaks, I can just pick another one, and another one, and another one, and another one, and another one. So I can keep scratching and scratching and scratching until I run out of microphone covers. Now this one is made of well, apart from the fake fur, it's made out of nylon mesh, I think. So this one should be more resistant to me just scratching on it like this. It's also not as sharp of a sound, which is good for today, because today is meant to be less harsh and more relaxed and chilled out. Alright, always forget this. If you like my content and you would like to see more of it, please do consider subscribing. Please do consider subscribing. Helps a lot. Helps a lot. For you, it might not make a difference, because if you're using the home page, my videos will show up as long as you keep watching them. However, for me it makes a huge difference, because it determines if my videos will be shared further, and maybe future if my numbers are big enough, sponsors will start showing up. And when sponsors start to show up, that's that's a way for me to improve and upgrade the experience. Not by just the sponsorship, though. I would definitely try to make it work. I don't want to just do a ad read, like a flat ad read. I would like to make it into a trigger. That would be fun. It would probably not work, because I hear some of those companies are pretty strict. Unless you are really big, they want you to just read this material in this way, because this is what our marketing specialist said, and the words are selected specifically to reduce the need for spend money on microtransactions by the players, and it's sort of drivel. I'd like to get a chance to try one day. I wonder, I've never worked with a sponsor before, so I'm kinda intrigued with the concept. Because I would definitely at least try not to go like the easy route. Then again, what could I sell? What could a ASMR content creator sell? Like really? Imagine socks. Buy my socks. These socks don't suck. Or this sock don't suck. Oh, that'll be a good slogan, right? This sock don't suck. Buy socks. Oh no. The microphone disconnected for some reason. I really don't get how that works. I really don't know. I don't understand why and how it disconnects. I really don't. And I mean, like, I grabbed, once it disconnected, I waited for it to reconnect, and I started like wiggling the cable. I started like bumping it to check what causes it to disconnect. Nothing happened. I have no idea what causes it to disconnect. I have absolutely no idea. I have absolutely no idea. But hey, if you are a microphone, if you're like a microphone distributor or like some sort of audio company representative, hook me up with a microphone that has a stereo function, and preferably one that doesn't disconnect when you bump into it at a random intervals. And I'll review it and I test it out. I'll replace my struggling poor Yeti. Poor Yeti. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you, Yeti, huh? You record just fine, but then you just shut down from time to time. What's wrong with you, huh? Huh? Well, okay, you have some other issues like bad channel separation and uneven levels because the right channel is louder than the left one. I don't know. Wait, which one is louder? This is right. Left. Right. Left. When I talk to it, it seems fairly equal, but when I touch on it, oh, you know what? Yeah, the left channel is louder. The thing is, this might imply that it's not like the internals causing issues, like the membranes, the membranes that capture the sound themselves are fine. It's probably just that one of them is closer to the mesh, so it might be like unevenly mounted. It's probably just like a quality control thing. It's like probably crooked slightly, so it's closer to the mesh. And when I scratch the mesh, it captures that direct contact a lot more than the part that's further from the mesh. But when I talk like this, when I'm far enough away, the distance doesn't really make a difference because I'm not touching the mesh, and the sound just travels through the air and wiggles the membranes, which are then interpreted as ones and zeros and then recorded in the recording software for you to then do the opposite with it. Take the ones and zeros, put it through your digital audio converter chip, which interprets those ones and zeros back into waves, and then those waves shake the membranes inside of your headphones or your speakers to make my sound, I meant my voice, to make my voice appear on your side, which is kind of crazy to think about. It's kind of like, oh, okay, I thought I made the hole. No, I just made a bit of a mess with the microphone hair. It's kind of like teleportation in Star Trek, right? I basically talk to a device. That device takes my voice apart into tiny bits, and then those bits are transported to your side. Well, the information itself is, but the bits themselves aren't. No, that doesn't really work, because this is more like as if the teleportation worked by copying the data of the human that walks into it, then deleting that human, disintegrating him, disposing of those atoms, and then just based on that information, 3D printing that human on the other side from like new materials. That's kind of messed up to think about, right? And imagine if there was like a catastrophic failure and like the first teleporter that's supposed to delete the first person didn't, and then suddenly you have two Captain Picards. And which one is the real one? Well, for me, it's obvious that it's the one that the one before he walked into the teleporter. But for people outside, that's not as obvious, really, right? Because what makes us us is us being us. Our perspective. So it's a thing that only we can verify. Because it's such a fundamental thing. How do you like drumming? Drumming. You're my drum. should probably do. Oh, I should probably ask you something. That's like a thing you do, right? Listen. I know I haven't been really all that active when it comes to like community posts and stuff like that. I've been kind of slow. I didn't have many updates, but it's just because things are being slow, and I'm also I've been having a bit of a downer mood, let's put it this way. And I didn't really want to force myself to act like I'm more all cheery and everything. It's not that I'm sad per se, it's just I have a lot of things going on in my life right now. And, you know how it is. It just kind of wears you out. It just kind of wears you out. So you kind of become like this unenthusiastic, tired person. You become an adult, basically. A stereotypical adult. So yeah, I have a bit of a stereotypical adult thing going on right now about me, you know. Just tired, jaded, disillusioned, but I still want to try. And that's the most important part, right? Still holding on. Why am I getting sleepy during these videos? I slept for 7 hours today, which is way more than I usually do. I checked my smartwatch sleep thingy, and I've been sleeping mostly 4 hours a night, and it's fine. Like four and a half maybe hours was like my average, and I felt fine. But I slept for 7 hours last night, and I feel so sleepy. You wouldn't believe. You know what the funny thing is? I just had to cut out my own yawn because I think my brother was walking around and squeaky door ensued. I don't want squeaky door on the recording. We don't want no squeaky doors. We don't want no squeaky doors. Funny fact is, I've been watching, I watch a lot of ASMR artists, and some of like the channels that are like 20 times my size, which is still not like, technically it's not big because I'm just tiny, but you know, like actual like 30, 40, 50k channels, they seem to leave in all the, you know, unwanted noises and stuff. And I don't know if it's just me being too if it's just me being too paranoid about unwanted sounds, or I don't know anymore. It's so confusing. I don't know how that works. I mean, I think I only saw people do cuts like if something falls or, you know, something really, really bad happens. which kind of makes sense, but a lot of it is just like, even if they bump into the microphone, they just go, "Oh, sorry," and they go on. I don't know, from like a listener perspective, it is slightly disruptive to the experience. It's not like a deal breaker or anything, but I wouldn't mind if it was gone, if it was cut out. But I suppose it's just not that big of a deal, and I'm just overdoing it a little. I think I'm just overdoing it a little. What do you guys think? This is a legit question. Like, are you bothered with like some of the, unwanted noises? Or are they like an aspect that humanizes the creator and makes you feel for them more? And, through empathy, you build sort of a connection. Okay, now I'm going too far with it, but you know what I mean. It just makes them feel more human, because if everyone had perfect recordings with everything going the way it should be, it would just be basically at that point just manufactured. You might as well just generate those sounds with some software and not have the human there at all, because what's the point? It's just a potential point of failure, right? And you wouldn't want that in a perfect quote-unquote recording. It's weird, but ASMR in general is weird. It's really hard to point to what makes it work and what makes it not work, because different people listen to it for different reasons, and different ASMR artists have different approaches to ASMR and different ideas of what it is. And I know, like the old school ASMR was just strictly tingles, things that cause you to tingle. So like people who went to like a hairdresser to get a haircut, they would tingle while getting haircuts, so they started doing haircut roleplays. Or people would take like private lessons, and the teacher would like tap their fingernails on the desk and would cause them to tingle, so they started doing tapping ASMR, or like the thingy where you write on someone's back and they have to guess the message that you're writing. That would cause people to tingle, so they started doing that as a visual trigger. So yeah, I don't know, it's all very complicated, and I'm a very, very, very simple elf who loves you all very much and hopes to see you again in the next video, okay? Bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. Leave a horse emote if you watch till the end, just for the heck of it. Bye. Huge thanks to my members. Become a member now.